What's up, 805? This is Bill Locey right here in Studio 805 for the greatest paper in the 805, the Ventura County Star, conqueror of the mighty LA Times and even the Oxnard Press Courier long before that. I'm sorry to report that this week's report will be a little bit awkward, especially since I was shot and killed twice on Sunday. I hate when that happens. Hope it was something I said. I went to a Civil War reenactment at some awful place, Marietta, that's awful. I was killed twice, but I got 3 of them, and shooting rednecks works for me. The wars are rolling now. There's 3 more events in May: Fort Tejon, Roaring Camp up near Santa Cruz, and Long Beach at the end of the month. Long live the Union and the greatest Republican ever, Father Abraham Lincoln. Wonder what he'd do to our current Republican in the White House. Ooh. Everybody watches Leave It to Beaver, I'm sure, right? I can't decide if George Bush is Eddie Haskell or Lumpy Rutherford. Maybe a combination of both. Scary. Dodgers have won 9 out of 10. Life is good. Well, except for everything else. Anyway, enough of that. Now this, Rock and Roll Call, the record-rating service of cyberspace designed to cost you or save you several of those hard-earned George Washingtons, depending on whether or not the band stinks. First up, new one by Be Your Own Pet. I chose this because it's a funny name, and well, you know how I am. Plus, it's excellent advice. Be your own pet. After all, you're all you've got. The album is called Get Awkward. It's on Universal. Came out in 2007, but it's new to me, so here goes. It's obvious it's all about the gorgeous singer, Jemima Pearl. I'm certain the 3 guys in the band know their place. They can probably spell her name too. And that's to kiss the ground she may or may not make them crawl on, because it's all about sexy Miss Pearl who gets screechy and sweaty all over the place in these hard rockin' pop punk songs. Not so much unlike X meets the Donnas in full Riot Girl with 70 R's. Riot Girl mode. Not as sexy as Christina Amphlett from the Divinals, the sexiest chicken all of rock and roll, but what do you suppose you're trying to sell here? Anyway, whatever it is I'm buying, I like them. Next up, the latest from the Ruby Sons is called Sea Lion. It's on another one of those albums we're checking out on Sub Pop, the best label out there. Swearing they've been going out of business since 1988. They're not. One of the reviews called Ruby Sons Sunny Psychedelic Pop. The rest of the review makes no sense, almost like all the other Pitchfork reviews. Then again, music ain't supposed to make sense. It's supposed to make you feel something. And this sounds like a band that would make a great double bill with Spencer the Gardener from Santa Barbara. Not such a stretch, since the main man, Ryan McFun, what a cool name, is from Ventura, but now fronting this band from New Zealand with 2 girls. So he has discovered perspective on these goofy songs, mostly acoustic with weird stuff going on in the background and nice vocals, all pretty low tech, low budget, but worth a listen. Finally, the latest from Destroyer is called Trouble in Dreams, and it's on Merge Records out of North Carolina. Anyway, this is just flat out weird. The singing ego trip of one Daniel Behar, at once wimpy and weak. It's sort of pointless weirdness. I was gonna say it's like cats that paint, but that's infinitely more interesting than this. There's a ton of Destroyer albums. Don't ask me why. Check this out. Okay, fine. Even the sky looks like wine, and everywhere I turn, there's a new face in town. Inside the well. Fresh hells to attend to, blue flowers, blue flame, a woman by any other name is not a woman, don't know why, don't know when, a cathedral sick of the sky again says to it, oh please not now, whatever. There's a cure for that, it's called better lyrics. Okay, if Behar was a ship, he sure wouldn't be a destroyer, he'd be a canoe or a paper hat ship. Ted Nugent would be a destroyer, a really loud, annoying one. The other day at Oxford High School, none of the kids knew who Ted Nugent even was, so there's that. Okay, that's the end of the line for me as I feel myself circling the drain. Once again, my swimming skills remain minimal. This is Bill Locey right here in Studio 805 for the Ventura County Star saying save the top hat, save yourselves. Go check out some live music. Have a delightful weekend. Go Dodgers. Remember, if no one tells you how to act, then how are you going to be?